Yo, what's good? It's your boy Wifisfuneral, pouring live from fucking Miami, Florida. And you're watching Deathless.
Yo, what's up everybody? This is Deathless. I'm Daniel. This is Nikhil. And we got a special guest today, Wifisfuneral.
What's good, guys?
How you doing, Wi-Fi?
I am fucking chilling, honestly, and I can say that shit confidently. So that shit's fire.
Good. How have you been like keeping up with quarantine? I know it's different for everybody.
I mean, bro, to be honest with you, like my family's a very like homebody family. So I grew up, you know what I mean, like in a very like homebody environment and like just like to myself, you know what I mean, like not really going out that much to begin with. I grew up with strict parents, even though I did a lot of like dumbass shit, you know what I mean? And I went against my mom's word a lot. Like I had very strict parents, but not like strict to a point where it was like, you know, you can't do anything. It was just like on some like, just like some discipline shit, you know what I mean? I was just taught how to enjoy my own company at a very young age, you know what I mean?
Yeah, so I guess it hasn't been super difficult to adjust, like staying inside. Like,
hell no. If anything, it's been more peaceful than ever, bro. You feel me? I'm like, shit, I do this shit every day, bro. You feel me? Like, it's nothing.
Yeah,
Seriously.
That's kind of how we felt too. It was almost like when this shit happened, like we were inside and we were like, damn, we got so much stuff to catch up on and like so much family time that like we've been neglecting. Like it was a good opportunity.
Right, that ass.
So you've been smoking woods, making music. Are you playing any video games?
Yeah, I'm always playing video games. That's never not gonna happen.
Top game right now for you?
Dude, I'm playing like, honestly, I'm like an old head when it comes to games. Mm-hmm. So like, I'm like a hoarder. Like I hate UFC 3. So I'm playing like hella UFC 2. Fucking Sword Art Online. I'm playing Elder Scrolls. Fucking...
Whoa, which one?
The new one. Well, not the new one. The one that's available for PS now. I forgot the not Skyrim. The one that's just a main online server. It doesn't have no
Morrowind, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I haven't checked that one out at all.
I'm on that like heavy. I just fucking love Elder Scrolls as a whole, dog. It's just crazy.
So you started recording music when you were like about like 10 years old, is that correct?
I didn't start recording seriously till I was about 13, 14. I wrote my first rap, started getting into writing when I was like 8.
Got you. Okay, cool. Yeah. So when did MySpace like come around in the picture for you?
Probably about when I was like, that's when I was 12, but I didn't even really consider it recording. I had this old compact computer from like...
built in, right?
Yeah, like 19 something, dude. I don't fucking know. You know what I mean? And I would record the audio and myself in like one file and I would release it on MySpace like that. So, but I didn't necessarily consider that recording because when I actually like went to the studio, or not even went to the studio, when I actually like bought a software, got a mic, and then learned everything, well, not everything, but like the basic ABC 1, 2, 3 about recording. That's when I was like, all right, man, I'm actually doing this. Like I'm recording myself, I'm mixing myself, and I'm mastering my shit. Everybody suck my dick. You feel me? Like,
just got that all that confidence, dude. That's so cool. If you could go back to like the MySpace days, like, you know, you said just like kind of putting stuff out, how much has like social media, like in your perspective, like changed people, do you feel like?
I don't know, dude. It's so weird. I feel like if you're around 29 to like 23 right now, you kind of grew up in this, you literally watched the internet like evolve.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you literally saw social media go from like a grain of salt to like everyday use. You know what I mean? So it's fucking weird because back in those days, there was like ways and that, you know, of how to be this big artist or da-da-da-da. Everything was so like secretive and, you know, not too many people were really onto that. And if you were onto that, you were kind of like a nerd. To see it go from that to now, those expectations back then is like the new normal, and you have to be 10 times more than that, and 10 times is more interesting, and 10 times is more hardworking and then da-da-da-da-da. Like, it's crazy because, like, you know, as an artist, and I don't even think that any artist right now can answer this comfortably unless they have a specific pocket. But if you're trying to do something where it's like you're trying to be remembered as an actual, like, artist that isn't boxed in, it's very hard to say that you know what people like. You know what I mean? It's very hard to say that you know what people are really fucking with, da-da-da-da, because, like, bro, music, a new sound comes, like, every 5 hours. Music changes. Like, to me personally, like, the sound of music as far as within, like, rap changes every 2 weeks. In 08, everybody wanted to rap like Wayne. You know what I mean? Like, from 2009 to, like, even now, it was probably very worldwide dominant with Drake from, like, 2009 to, like, 2015, 2016. Everybody wanted to rap like Drake.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now it's different because, you know, so many people have broke barriers the same way how he has. You feel me?
Yeah, no, totally. And then, like, you know, you said with, like, Wayne, for an example, like, you know, it was just like every mixtape. Like, I remember when No Ceilings came out, like, I was just like, dude, everybody needs to be doing this shit. He's just getting on your beat and killing you on it. Like, just that, the whole idea of that just seemed insane to me. He'd been doing it, but, like, No Ceilings was the one.
That whole idea was damn near genius, bro. I'm gonna be real. I was like, this guy's the GOAT. Like,
No, I look back and I think, like, he was, like, one of the ones for me that really got me into, like, rap and, like, hip hop, like, truly, like, got me interested in it.
As far as that, no, I just kind of, bro, I just make whatever I feel like making, dude, at this point. It's not even really about, like, rap music anymore. That's why I kind of did the whole retiring thing. You know what I mean? I think I definitely wanted to talk about that, to be honest, because I haven't talked to anybody about it, like XXL and nobody about that shit. This is like,
yeah. So, I mean, it kind of came out that, like, you know, you're retiring and, like, you know, we kind of thought of it as you retiring from rap, but, like, why don't you explain it?
I didn't think people were going to take it that serious because it's just me being, like, 100% honest. It's not that I don't believe in myself as an artist at all, or I don't see, like, the credit that I have within underground music and what I can do just for music in general. It's more like a personal thing. You know what I mean? I haven't really fully adjusted to waking up every day knowing that I'm Wifi's funeral. You know what I mean?
Really?
And yeah, bro, it's a very hard thing. I wake up and I think I'm Isaiah Rivera every day. Like, I see past all this. Like, I see myself in the mirror. I don't feel like I'm lost. Probably people around me that have not can say whatever, but, like, me personally, that same goal that I met or that I made when I was, like, fucking 14, 15, I still see that kid. You know what I mean? I just felt like I haven't got enough credit for what I have done. And I kind of felt like that, you know, genuinely people didn't care. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm not trying to say that my fans didn't care. I'm just saying, like, you know, just people in general just didn't care. You know what I mean? Like I said, music changes so much, and it reiterates to what I was saying earlier. Now I just make music for, like, me. You know what I mean? Back then, I didn't know that I was Wifi's funeral, but I realized the effect that my words had on people. So I would always take into consideration of that. And that's why I predominantly made the type of music that I make and that I'm known for. You know what I mean? Yeah. Because my thing was to always, like, even if I'm not necessarily, like, helping them cope or saying the right things, but if I'm at least helping it pass by and show everybody that I'm kind of going through the same thing that you're going through, if you are going through the same thing that I'm going through, if you can relate to it at that, you feel me? That, you know, you're not alone, and here I am, I'm an artist, and I'm gonna make the type of music for us for that. You feel me?
Yeah.
Now it's like I'm 23 now. You know what I mean? I'm not 18. I'm not 19-year-old Wi-Fi. You know what I mean? That's not to shit on people like me either. I'm saying that I am now working on those steps of how to progress, and as to just sit down and just pity myself all day. Personally, you feel me? So it's very hard for me to sit here and make music for people like myself that have very, very, very big self-esteem issues and, you know, bigger issues than that. It's very hard for me to sit here and make music that's just gonna, all right, we're gonna heal the pain right now. I wanna inspire to show you, like, yo, bro, at the end of this tunnel, there's literally light. You just gotta keep moving. You just gotta keep walking. You know what I mean? And that's the mindset that I'm at right now. So that's really why I've been, you know, fucking with other sounds and just not limiting myself to rapping. Now I want to inspire to do more, and I want to show people what progression can look like with having this mindset, and that you can better yourself. You feel me? And that there's not so much of a box and a ceiling to put yourself in.
Out of curiosity, like I've been listening to your music since like 2016, and how difficult was it for you to transition out of that like rap genre to like more of the singing R&B genre that you're going for in recent days?
Yo, that's a really good question because to be honest, even with myself, I kind of ask myself that question every day. With the singing, like, you know, I never in this whole fucking universe did I ever think that I would actually like really be like trying to do this shit like for real. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, it's vulnerable.
I was making the album. Me and Jimmy Duvall, we were making the album, and we made like so many fucking rap songs. And me and him are just being honest with each other. We're like, bro, like these are great records, but this is just not a vibe. Like you could just hear it in my voice. Like I'm over this shit. Mm-hmm. I don't know in any other way of how to express my pain through a flow and some 808s in the background. You feel me? Like 24/7. And it's like, bro, like I'd be a fucking dick if I wanted to fucking be on top of that. If I wanted to be the king of that sound, if I wanted to be the king of the underground, if I wanted to be the king of anything, I'd be a fucking dick, bro. Like the youth is like what you really do this shit for. You do this shit so the ball can continue to keep moving. You know what I mean?
The evolution of the sound.
You feel me, bro? Like I don't want to. Like why would we be stuck in 2016? Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, okay, bro, like that's a good ass year. Nigga, shit, I fucking missed that year. You feel me? But like, bro, like everybody has their time. Basically, what I'm saying is that we did that. We saw that it wasn't a vibe. We got drunk one day, me and Jimmy, and he's like, "Yo, bro, like, here's this beat." Plays it. He's like, could you sing over this? I'm like, bro, Jimmy, I told you I can't sing. He's like, all right, bro, let's just try it. You know what I mean? Like, da-da-da-da. If it's cool, it's cool. If it's not, fuck it, bro. Let's just say, you know what I mean? Worst case scenario, bro, like we did this shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. So I record the song, yada, 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 send it to my manager. My manager's going stupid, calling my phone. I'm blowing up. Like, bro, who is that? I'm like, bro, that's me. He's like, I told you to start singing, bro. I heard it. I heard it in your voice when you was fucking around one day when we was in the car, bro. I told you to start singing, bro. So I'm still like not believing him. I'm like, all right, whatever. Send it to my label. My label's calling me now. Like, hold on now. Like, what is this? You feel me? Like, since when could you do this? And I was like, dude, like, I don't know. We just, you know what I mean? We was swinging for the fences, bro. At that point, I'm gonna be real with you. At that point, we're recording this album. We were in not faith-wise of believing the project, but the process of finding what meshes well with me. What do I feel comfortable doing that is brand new? So
it's like you're progressing as an artist.
Bro, we just did anything, bro. We did anything. We did, like literally recorded all types of fucking music, bro. Like we did everything, bro. And the shit that's on this album, bro, is genuinely like insane. Like if you're a fan of Wifi's Funeral from like the jump, it's crazy because I even listened to this and I'm like, dude, that doesn't even sound like the kid like 2 years ago. You know what I mean? Like it's crazy, dude. So that's how it came about, to be honest.
That's super cool. And like back to what you were saying is like, it's
hold on. Pardon me.
Go for it.
All right. Yo, pause this real quick. I gotta just say something. Just give me another hour and I got you.
All right, bet. Let's do it.
All right, fam. Where is my fucking lighter? Shit, bro.
It's always the lighter.
It's always the lighter, dog. It never fails. Can't be anything else. Hold on real quick. Oh, let's go. We got it lit.
Ooh. So I think last thing we were talking about was the transition that you're going through, evolving from the hip hop genre to the more R&B singing genre that you're now going for. What's it been like transitioning?
I honestly, I be finding out something new about me like every day. Like I said, it's really like my first time even like trying any of this or like taking any of it serious, to be honest, you know. So I'm more artistic and I'm more like passionate because this is like the first time since I actually started rapping, and I'm like, yo, I'm excited. I'm like, oh shit, like I'm making music, you know what I mean? There was a point where rapping, I was like waking up every day like, oh shit, I'm making music, you know what I mean?
It's cool that you're like finding joy in like recording again, it sounds like, you know?
Bro, you be looking for that shit for so long. Dude, just like there's nothing that is like so equivalent to a point that you're like, damn, bro, I did this shit and it fucked my life up for the rest of my life and da-da-da-da. You probably have like a couple like bad experiences and shit like that, but it's like you learn to like progress, or like you learn to be like, oh, well, let me either go forward or go backward. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel like that's like the ultimate way of progression, honestly, is the whole theory of risk and reward, you know? You're never going to get rewarded if you're going to take a risk.
And I don't feel like anybody would be able to become successful, like, period, if they didn't take a chance on themselves. If you live in fear, you're not ready to evolve with life, period. Fuck being successful. You know what I mean?
Just going off of the new sound that you've created for yourself. I don't know if you've gotten a chance to listen to Scrim's new album, A Man Rose from the Dead. A lot of his fans are just like, whoa, what the fuck? Are you like worried about the feedback that you're gonna get from your fan base?
No, because I'm already getting feedback from them. Like, bro, I have a legit like pop song.
No way, really?
That's hard.
Yeah, we just thought it was interesting, like how like Scrim, like doing Suicide Boys for like all these years, kind of getting like, you know, boxed into that sound that he was, and then just like literally breaking out of the fucking box, similar to what you're doing too. Like you're trying to literally like reinventing yourself, almost like finding who you like really are as an artist.
Yeah, shit, I didn't even know Scrim did that. Shout out to Scrim for that, bro. Shit.
How relieved are you that you're like in the final stages of this project being done?
Dog, I'm fucking ecstatic. I hope an album does not have to ever take this long. Think about it this way. I was so accustomed to, even before I signed to Alamo, every other like 2 to 3 months I was dropping a project. To then working on one album for 3 years, you're like,
Wait, so this is 3 years in the making?
dog, yeah. For the first time that we made the album, we made 20 songs. That didn't make the cut. Then at a point in time, before the singing shit even got involved, we were just like, yo, fuck the number. We're just going to make records. Shit, bro. We came out that bitch with like 100 records, dog. Like literally like 100 songs, and we chose like the best 13. That's it.
So is 13 the number right now?
Wow. Yeah, nobody knows that at all. 13 is definitely the number. I was trying to make it 17 for Job, but the label's like, yo, that's too much. We can't do that.
Oh, wow, really?
So that's the limit for the label, huh?
Yeah, but I have a way better relationship with my label than when I dropped Boy Cry Wolf, because I leaked that shit by myself because they didn't know what the fuck they were doing at the time.
Oh, shit, I do vaguely remember that.
So was it still under the label if you leaked it or no?
Yeah, I basically, like, I went against my contract. I was like, fuck this. Did I get sat down and had an intervention about it? Yes, definitely did. I definitely got put on the hot seat, and they were like,
shoot out a little bit.
Well, I love Todd to death. Todd really is like very understanding. I think he has like this bad reputation, but that man's a genius. You know what I mean? Like, he's obviously Todd Moskowitz for a reason, bro. You know what I mean? What people don't realize too about this project is that even before all the songs that I have recorded specifically for the album, and I turned those projects in 7 different fucking times to my label, it was like, this is the album. This is the album. This is the album. This is the album. Nope. It's not ready yet. It's not ready yet. It's not ready yet. It's not ready yet. And it was hard, like, digesting that. You know what I mean? Because I'm just like, what do you mean? Like, all the shit that's happened within those 3 years makes so much sense, bro. Like, I wasn't ready. I was not ready at all. I'm just now getting into, like, the mindset.
You're 23, bro. Like, you have so much music left to make when you think about it. Like, you know, like 2016 until now, 4 years have gone by. Like, people always like put 2016 in this like crazy mythical box. Like, oh, bro, everything was so good and that. It's like, well,
Dog,
dude,
life
like,
sucked in 2016.
Yeah, 2016, 2017 were like the worst years of our lives, like hands down.
Dog, bro, like, I'm not gonna lie. 2017 for me was kind of lit because that's when I got that bag. But even then, it still like fucking sucked, bro. Like,
what were like the worst aspects about it?
Sleeping on the ground. Literally being broke as fuck to a point. You sleeping on the ground. And just doing dumbass shit that artists do. You feel me? You see a bag, be like, fuck it. But my situation was a little different because my mom had cancer and I was already homeless. So I went to South by Southwest when I got signed at South by Southwest in 2017. I was literally sleeping on the ground, for real. Like, my manager had bought me a hotel for the week, but before that, man, stuck it on the ground. You feel me? Like, anywhere, you can get in where you can fit in. Feel me? That's just is what it is. That was the only thing that sucked. And then what sucked even more was, like, you know, losing friends, losing in all types of ways. You feel me? Physically, and like either they be dead or alive. You feel me? Just like losing, you know, people that I done got it out the fucking mud with, bro. Shit like that. That shit hurt a lot. You know what I mean? To be real, I think the only thing that was ever beneficial from then is dropping Ethernet, because Ethernet helped me a lot. Meeting my godfather, because that definitely helped me a lot. And honestly, my godfather constantly reminding me to like just like let go of shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, to stop comparing my shit. You know what I mean? To stop comparing the newer me to the older me, because everybody wants me to be the older me. Like, I should embrace the fact that I'm not thinking like that anymore.
Right. Just to push forward.
That shit helps, bro. Like, it really helps.
What are like some of the best moments, like the most fun that you had, like on the road? Like, tell us like a story.
Boy Cry Wolf tour from start to finish was just amazing, because like I really saw how much of a fan base that I actually had for once. You know what I mean? Like, even though there were like 500 cap venues, we were still like selling them out. And I was like, oh shit. At that time, I was like, what? You got 500 people here? Hell yeah. You feel me? Like, so like I was just stoked. And it made me even more appreciative after I got off the tour with X, you know what I mean? Because just to see him bring like fucking tens, thousands of people, you know what I mean? And we're doing this every fucking city that we go to. I'd say the most memorable moment that I had, though, was, this is gonna funny. It's so funny when I say this. The day that I got knocked out in Houston. That was the most, that was the most rock star fucking, like, you wanted to know how Wifi's funeral was as a person, that fucking mosh, that stage dive defined it all. That was just me, bro. Like, that's just how fucking out my brain I was. Like, anybody around me will tell you, like, yo, Wi-Fi, love him to death, great kid. That kid's crazy, though. Fried. My manager's right next to me telling me, like, fried, bro. Fried.
Dude, no, we were just watching that video too, and I like didn't remember how hard they were fucking punching you. Like, you straight up had to get like.
Dude, they split my head open on the side. And I look at that scar every day. I had to get butterfly stitches, and they released me in like 3 hours. After that happened, after I get jumped, I go back to the crib. X is there. He's in his room. We're just laughing about it, because he's like, bro, like, I just jumped crowd like how we jump in Florida, and I thought niggas was with it. And then we start laughing. He's like, damn, bro, but like, you took that shit like a champ, though, bro. Like, I thought you was finna, you know, be on some pussy shit. I'm like, X, come on now, bro. Like, you know I'm not coming like that. I'm not finna sit here and get mad that I got jumped. You feel me? Like, it's not even my first time getting jumped. But to be real with you, bro, like, I feel like people look at that shit as more embarrassing than I do. I'm like, yeah, I got knocked out at my show. Did you get people to pay tickets to come see you and knock you out at your show? Like, I don't know. I still made money that day. That's just kind of fire. It ain't all that serious. You know what I mean? And it made people embrace like moshing and shit more and have it become more friendlier. You feel me? As within rap. You feel me? I feel like Members Only as a whole, we just made it very easier for people to incorporate more rock shit into their shit. It allowed them to feel more comfortable being themselves and just doing them, and not even to be able to show like, yeah, we did influence them. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, you guys definitely had that like at the shows. I never got to catch one of the Members Only tours. I think Daniel got to go to the one that stopped by
in Santa Cruz.
But like very reminiscent to like, you know, what Odd Future was doing, and like almost like a resurgence of like, you know, in like a new way, because like there was like so many different sounds coming out of Members Only that it just, it was like a new awakening almost. It felt like it's crazy to see.
Going off of that, Nikhil and I fucking loved the collab album with Robb Banks, Connected. What was it like making that?
So, you know, I've known Robb since I was like 16 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, in the beginning phases of my career, Robb's always like showed me support. You know what I mean? Like first tour I ever went on that I ever like opened up for, ever was able to leave Florida, Year of the Savage tour. You know what I mean? Like anything that I was ever to do for the first time, Robb helped me. You should. And me looking at him as my brother and everything like that, I was like, you know what? This isn't about no clout shit. This isn't about who's bigger than who. No, none of that. I want to dedicate doing a project to you because I feel like if I owe anybody my energy and if I owe anybody a favor that I should be showing respects to is you, because you literally helped me. You were a part of the process, like help me build these building blocks that I got. And had I not had that, I wouldn't have nothing. That was also another way of me being like, yo, thank you for, you know, the shit that you've done for me. Now let's go on these beats and let's kill this shit. You feel me? Like,
Yeah, that album was so good, bro. That tour, I mean, that show that we went to was so much fucking fun. People were going nuts.
that was a fun tour. That was a fun tour.
Were you guys together in the process of making the album, or were you guys just like sending each other bars back and forth?
We were together. Well, me and Robb, this is what me and Robb would do. We'll have the mic right in the middle of each other, like right here. I'm right here. Robb's on the other side, and we're going back and forth. Yeah.
What was that? Can't Feel My Face? Is that the song we were just listening to?
Yeah.
Where like you would have a 5-word bar, and then Robb would have a 5-word bar. It would just go back and forth. That's perfect. That's a perfect setup.
Dog, it was weird because when we heard the beat, Robb kept saying, like, Pando Wakanda, my pinky. Like, that was the first thing that came out of his mouth. And I was, as soon as he said that, I was like, oh, no, this is a vibe. You feel me? I'm like, yeah. My manager had played us the beat because him and Jimmy Duvall are, like, really good friends. And Jimmy sent him a beat pack. He was like, yo, I need some beats for Wi-Fi. So Jimmy sent the beat. We heard that beat, and we just all started just fucking around with it. I said some other shit, but it wasn't what I originally had said on the song. And my manager was like, y'all need to get on that shit right now. So then Robb said it off the DEATHLESS. You know, nigga know they can't test that. And I was just like, oh, as soon as I heard him say that, I was like, yeah, we're here.
But like, it's just so cool that like, you know, you guys like did that together. Because I mean, like, you know, listening to your music since like maybe like 2016, listening to Robb since like I was like 16, like I'm like 25 now. Just like seeing like South Florida like come together. Was it ever like a competitive thing, like, you know, friendly competitive maybe between you guys?
Nah, dude, there was nothing friendly competitive about shit out here at all. And honestly, it's still like that. And that's what's fucking up Florida as a whole.
Has it been like that since 2017, or is this like a new vibe that's been picked up?
It's been like that ever since Raider Clan broke up.
Huh.
Okay.
Ever since Raider Clan broke up, it was just everybody started their own different subsidiary things that even if they weren't in Raider Clan, they just saw that there was space and opportunity. So everybody just started making their cliques, and then everybody. And the heads of those cliques are like certain members within certain cliques didn't fuck with each other. Might have been from some music shit, probably about some bitches. That's just how Florida is. The Floridians normally don't get along with other Floridians. Like, that's just how we're programmed in our brain. You feel me?
That's so interesting that like, just the fact that like, you know, you specifically were cool with a lot of people within the scene there, like, you know, Krez, to like bring up one name, like Robb, Puga, Fat Nick, all them, like
Ghostemane.
They all took me like under their wing and just showed me mad love, because before I even started being in Members Only, I was around them 24/7. You know what I mean? Either it be at the studio and I see them at the studio, or I just go there just to, you know, be like, yo, what's good? I'm just gonna chill here with you guys. You feel me? And I never came on some dickhead shit. I never came on some asshole shit. I was just on some like, I'm here, just doing me. Feel me? What's good? Only thing about me that I feel like was my biggest defect is that I'm just very honest. At times where there's no need to be honest, you know what I mean? Where there's things you need to just, there's a time and place to say things. Me, I'm just more of a, fuck that. I got to get that off my chest, because if not, I'm going to have the sour taste in my mouth.
how did Boomerang happen? Because I fucking love that song. We both love that song. When it dropped, we were playing that shit 24/7.
I was on the DOMT tour. Me and Krez stopped at like some random ass city. He was playing beats and shit. Ronny's on the tour too. Ronny's with us in the room. And Krez was like, yo, Ronny, remember when you sent me this beat? And Ronnie's like, yeah, man, this shit's hard. And I'm over here, my jaw's like dropping, and my eyes are like this. I'm like looking at these guys. I'm like, not once did I hear somebody say that the beat was for somebody. So that's why I'm quiet. I'm like waiting for somebody to be like, oh yeah, this beat's for such and such. I'm like, bro, let this in my head. I'm like, bro, let this beat not be for nobody. I'm gonna eat this shit. Like, that's just what I'm thinking the whole time. So that shit happens or whatever. After it got silent, they finished the conversation. I'm like, yo, Ronny, that beef for anyone? He's like, oh, bro. I'm like, Krez, you ain't give that to nobody? He's like, I'm not gonna lie, like, I want Ghostemane on this. I was like, yo, Krez, I'll let you keep the record, bro. Just let me rap on it. If I wasn't on the record, the original plan was to always have Ghostemane on the record.
Whoa.
So that was just a contingency for the beat.
Yeah, I was actually with Ghostemane when he recorded his verse because he did it at my boy Trap's crib. I've been respecting Ghostemane's talent from before I met him. I told him, I'm like, bro, you're a beast, bro. Like, even though he does more than rapping, he actually like makes music and people really dissect the shit. But like at the time when he was just rapping, I was like, bro, it's like if you took Ruby and Scrim and you put them in one and you just got like an Android version. You know what I mean? Like,
dude, mental, like it's fucking cool.
But it's perfected to like the T. That blew my mind. I was like, whoa. You feel me? And then when I started listening to more of his music, when he strayed away from the fast rapping on like demonic type shit, and he started doing like, you know, really like what he likes doing himself, you got to understand he came from a different like music scene. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I could only imagine how he felt. You know what I mean? You're like a goldfish in a pond full of fucking like flounders or something like that.
Hella different, yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know if that fish, whatever it was, yeah. But anyways,
it makes sense.
You know what I mean? Like, like, you feel me? Nobody gets the Lil Wayne treatment. We can't just drop a rock album and people like, yo, bro, it's Wayne, bro. Fuck it. We're going to fuck with him regardless.
Right? Wayne just got that pass. Like, it's all good. It's Wayne.
That's because Wayne's just the GOAT. When you're the GOAT, you can do anything. Like, literally.
You know, like what's your process like recording? Like, do you write? I'm sure you write a lot, but like, what has changed in the process of this album?
Everything's very natural. It's the one album where I can confidently say that I didn't write a single song. Everything was from the head.
Whoa, really?
Like memorized verses?
Just raw thoughts and feelings. I would just say anything that I would feel. I would just say, like, this is a song that didn't make the album. I was like, how you hang with killers, but you pussy, they ain't moving right. Might trick the shit right out of bitch, I'm moving, pimping, Dolomite. Baby girl mad at me, see I'm sipping on that dirty Sprite. Might pray down on my knees, I'm hoping that God that he could move me right. Hold it like cardiac arrest, I damn near caught that off of Perks. I just popped his Xanax, so I might be in the worst since, damn must be blind, she said. Damn must be blind, she said. I fucked the thought I was a friend. Devil want my soul, but he won't catch me because I work shit. Like, and that's me, like, that's just me, like, sitting in front of a microphone and just, how you hang with killers, but you pussy ain't moving right. Run it back. I'll be like, how you hang with killers, but you pussy ain't moving right. Might your shit right out of bitch, I'm moving, pimping, Dolomite. Run it back. Every girl mad at me, see I'm sipping on that dirty Sprite. Like, you feel me? Then I'm like, I'm feeling it now. You feel me?
Oh, so you're punching in like that.
I'm punching in, but I'm not punching in with pre-thought verses.
Whoa.
I'm literally just, I hear the beat, bomb. I don't even think about what I'm saying. I'm literally just saying words.
That's some Wayne shit right there.
Wow.
Right there, bro.
Like, I did a song about Ja that's not making the album. I was like, okay, my dog died, popping prescriptions, so now I'm frog guy, smoking on OG, hoping it could kill the pain in my body slowly. Enemies dying up in the frame and they know me. Been down on my life, but this ain't something that I'm used to. Come around when you see me frown, but hold me down, but I'm used to it. You ain't even do it. But notice how it's all falling when you wanna come see me, baby. Okay, like in and out on back and forth. Tell all the ops that they don't want war. Came from the struggle, sleeping on the floors. I pulled a 4 inside the cranberry. Hoping they could kill off all my damn memory. Wishing I could talk to Ja, laughing, blasting, laughing at each other cause we out of Gabe Saturn. But 10 days after eating that, my life is always tragic. I don't know. You can't explain it.
It sounds like it's flowing through you.
Do you feel more liberated with the kind of flows and music that you're working with now?
Yeah. Because everything's so different. And to be real with you, on this album, I just talked about a lot more relatable shit.
Right. Yeah, it's actually like one of the questions that I had is like, is there any ongoing themes or messages that you have throughout this album?
As far as like the theme, like I just got out of a relationship with my ex that I had for like 7 years. So like, and we haven't been together for like 2 years now. She's got like a whole like boyfriend and stuff, which I'm happy. You know, what I mean, I'm just glad she's happy at this point. Yeah, and that's just, you know, that shit. It hurt. You know what I mean? Being with somebody for so long, damn near almost like a decade. You think you're gonna spend the rest of your life with this person, and you know, it don't work out for the reasons why it didn't work out. And so I was just really hurt, and that was the first time I would say since like Black Heart Revenge, like When Hell Falls, that I actually felt like that hurt making a project. You know what I mean? Like I woke up every day like, fuck. The very heartbreak, like pain album. Like it's just that's just the only word I can describe this album to sound. Pain, bro.
I mean, it sounds like super relatable, you know, just off top.
Yeah. No, I can't wait for people to actually like hear it.
Just a huge amount of relief. I mean, 3 years of work.
Fuck, I can't imagine that.
I've gained fans through this process. I've lost fans through this process. It's like, and it's humbled me even more, bro. You feel me? I used to never believe in being humble. I used to always think that I was belittling myself if I was being humble to somebody.
What were like some of the main realizations that led you to this new humble mentality?
Just going through hella life events, bro. Like being up, being down. Really, to be real with you, living like a very like typical like rapper ass fucking life. I didn't like that. I was like, dude, like I know I'm more than this shit. Like I don't even know why I'm doing this shit to myself, because I didn't know theoretically if I liked inflicting that type of pain on myself. Because I always noticed that when I went through shit, I made the best music. And when I was like actually calm, I didn't know what to talk about on songs.
Did you feel that was because you were in like a comfortable state, and that like the art comes out like more pure when you're like conflicted or like hurting?
Yeah, bro. Like when there gets to a point that like, you know, you haven't like ate anything for like, you barely eat a meal a day. If that, you probably eating like 2 to 3 meals out of like a span of like a week and a half, and it's like that every fucking day, bro. You're gonna want to do something. You're gonna catch yourself at times like humming shit, singing shit to yourself to like calm yourself down. You feel me? So when you're an artist and you're going through that, you're just like, it's like this itch you get. You're like, oh, I want to get this shit off my chest.
Yeah, and that's like the relief that you get is by like getting that off your chest in like the form of like making the song. That's so crazy, man. Can't say I've been there, but like I've struggled like, you know, with like drugs, and like I've had like a lot of ups and downs.
Not that we all do, but I definitely have as well. So I'm definitely not judging you on that. But just as far as struggling in general, but like some struggle a lot to get to a point in their life where they can actually alter that for, you know, their newcomers. That's why I do it. You know what I mean? Like I go so hard with this shit because like when I have my kids, I don't want them to go through half the shit that I went through. Like if my little brother and my little sister fuck the music shit, they want to do anything in life, I want to be able to have my brand and my foundation so solidified that, you know, that's the type of shit. I want to build an empire for like my peoples. You know what I mean? I don't care about just doing this shit for me and being like, yo, look at all these bands. I mean, that shit's fun. We get fucked up, but like, I know what I want. I know the end goal. Back then, I was kind of just like, bro, I don't even know if I'm gonna wake up tomorrow. Fuck tomorrow. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely been there, and definitely seen like the clarity too. Like on the other side of it, like wow, like I want to live like, you know, maybe not till 100, but I want to live like a long time, and I want to like leave like a good legacy and like have people like, you know, eat because like I worked hard, like, you know, and it's such a different mindset from before, being super depressed. And like your music has like helped me a lot, like, you know, in so many different ways, dude, like so many different ways that I can't even like tell you. Like it's crazy. So to hear you like,
I definitely appreciate that,
going through this stuff and like, you know, coming out strong, bro, like that means a lot. Like it's crazy that we're talking right now.
Yeah, no.
It's different, like, you know, when you're like, all right, like the house is already burning, like I'm gonna light a cigarette, versus like, shit, I could just pop this window open and just get out right now. Like, you know, it's different, bro. And then like, you know, more power to you for being able to speak to it through song, like, you know, like through like music, like, and like help people, give people therapy.
I'm just glad it did that, bro, because that's what like Cudi and like Kanye and like Wayne did for me, and like Drake, you feel me? Like that's what they did for me. Like at that time, what I'm talking about right then and there, like I'm really going through that shit. You feel me? I've really made a whole career like off my misery, and that shit fucks with my head a little bit. I'm not gonna lie.
Do you ever like view your music or your creative process as a form of therapy? Of you shedding the skin of your misery, so to speak?
Now I'm looking at it like that. At first, I'm just like everybody else, just like in love with music. Then it got to a point where I was just like, making music was like mentally scarring me because it was just reopening so many wounds that I just did not close at all.
So is that kind of like in a nutshell your advice to like, young people making music, doing creative stuff, like is just do whatever the fuck you want, or like expand on that maybe?
Before you decide to make, this is the 3 rules that I feel like are important for new up and coming artists. Before you dive into the creative aspect and get so stuck on, damn, like, I just want to make all this music, take that time to really like learn the business, learn what you're getting yourself into, and learn and try to and practice your brain how to differentiate business with what you're doing with your art. Because if you don't teach yourself that at all, or you don't have any type of discipline with that at all, you're gonna lose yourself. 2, always be yourself. You'll go so much farther in life, period, not even just music. Everything will fall into your brain so much easier. You know what I mean? Everything will just be so much more natural if you're literally just yourself. Like, really find who you are as a person and see if, and not even see, like, accept that, like, good, bad, ugly, and embrace all that into your music. So, people, not that, only that they can just, like, relate to you, but, like, I'm just here just to be here. I'm not one of these robots. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sorry. I'll literally drive myself insane if I was to act like that. And that's why, a lot of people don't like me because I'm really myself. That's really how I be acting. And not everybody has to fuck with it, Third thing I would say is to just have fun, bro. Have fun. It's the moment that you stop having fun, it's a long ride. And even if it's not fun, try everything in your power to make it fun. You feel me? Because the moment I stopped having fun, I was like, fuck this. I don't give a fuck where I'm at. I'd rather not do this shit and be content than do this shit and be like, bro, like, what the fuck am I doing with my life?
You think after like there's been some time since the whole like XXL thing that like you feel like a little bit more open to kind of being more yourself?
It's like 50-50. Because when I made XXL, I was like, all right, that personal goal, check. Thank God for that. You know what I mean? I did that. All right, thank you. You know what I mean? But nah, because I don't feel like anybody on that cover respected me, let alone even knew who the fuck I was. Walked past me like I'm a ghost and just, you know what I mean? Like, just not acknowledge my existence at all, or just act like I'm a bug on the wall and I'm just there. And I'm not gonna lie, what really confirmed it is that I had a conversation with Coi Leray. Me and Coi Leray, we did a record, and but I don't even think she really realized like how much that conversation kind of like opened my eyes a little bit. She was like, I'm kind of glad that you taking this approach with how you taking it now, because a lot of people like doubted you and like counted you out. And I'm like, damn, so that really shows me how all these other people are already viewing me. It's not just thoughts that I'm thinking in my head. I know I'm not thinking this for no reason. All those nights that I would drive myself insane about this shit, and people telling me like, yo, man, like, no, it's not even like that. Like, I'm like, nah, man, like, I know what's real, bro, and I know it's fake. Like, I think the only people that acknowledged me at XXL was JID, definitely. Like, and that's my boy. I fuck with JID heavy. I'm talking to him. That's my boy. Like, I fuck with JID heavy. The only people that acknowledged me was JID and Blockboy JB. Honestly, other than that, nobody said shit to me. Nobody even said what's up to me. No nothing.
What?
Actually, I lied. Namir was actually the person I got along with the most, because we were bunched up together, me, him, and Stefan Don.
Really? So
Yeah.
then, do you guys just continue that? Like the years coming after that, like you guys just stayed in touch at least? Is that how the record came about?
Yeah, me and Namir, we got a good relationship, bro. Like, we got a good relationship to the point where it's like, if he ever sends me something, I'm hopping on it. Like, no questions asked. You don't even gotta just send it. I got you. You know what I mean?
That's love.
And he definitely returns the favor. You know what I mean? Like, always shows love. Every time we link up, we always pick up from what we left off. Like, it's never been no bad blood, no exchange of words, no, like, you know, because like rappers get like this egotistical thing with them. I ain't never, the only people I ain't never had that with was JID and Namir. Yeah. My bad. It's like fucking 4 or 5 in the morning out here.
I know, bro. Yeah, running late. That's
No, you good though. You good though. But yeah, so yeah, that's how XXL was, man. You know. And that shit was cool. But I'm glad that I proved myself, because again, like I said, it was a double-edged sword, because you know, when they dropped my freestyle was the #1 trending video in the whole world. Worldwide. It was the #1 YouTube video worldwide.
That shit was crazy when it came out.
You remember that, Vice?
I remember everything.
Yeah, I had no idea it was #1 around the world, but I definitely remember a lot of people being like, oh, who the fuck is this kid? Damn, he's actually really good.
That was the first time I ever saw myself trend. That and when I dropped Ever Seen a Demon. Because the day that I dropped Ever Seen a Demon, that shit instantly was like trending on Apple Music. I was like, what the fuck?
Whoa.
At first, and I'm gonna be real with you, I thought it was some label shit. Like, I called my label and I was like, yo, did y'all do like some plant shit and like, you know, play with the numbers or something? They're like, nah, dude, that's literally all your fans. Like,
Wow.
we just got like 1 million streams on like Apple in like a day, just cause like of the song. I was like, what? Nigga, like, what the fuck?
So what's the proper way to listen to your new album?
I want people to look at this project as more of, I want everybody to feel comfortable listening to this. I want the fucking milkman down the street to feel comfortable listening to this shit.
And when is the official date for the album release, or is there one?
Well, fall probably, more than likely. The album is called Pain. It's not called Life is a Skeleton. We changed the title about 3 months ago.
Pain.
So,
Damn, dude, I'm looking forward to it.
I got goosebumps, so I'm waiting to release it, you know?
Oh man, I bet it's gonna be a little party when that comes out, man.
I'm just glad that we put 100% of our blood, sweat, tears, and our literal soul into this project.
Yeah, man. I think the people are gonna love it, man. I think the people are waiting for this. They don't really know what they're waiting for or what they like are gonna get. But I feel like this is gonna be like the dessert that you didn't see coming, almost.
Am I gonna keep rapping my fucking ass off? No, because you know, I feel like I personally proved that I know how to rap.
On to the next stage.
You know what I mean? Yeah, bro. It's like Naruto being like 14 forever. There's like 85 seasons of like him just fucking still on this journey to be a fucking Hokage. After a while, that's like fucking Naruto being One Piece. You're gonna be like, bro, what the fuck, bro? Like, I'm tired of this shit.
For real, like grow the fuck up already.
Be the fucking Hokage already, bro.
For real. Can't wait no longer. Yo, you been watching Last Airbender?
Heavy. Aang's my boy.
He is my boy.
Such a good character.
Dude, where the fuck is season 4?
They're slacking. But I'm gonna be real with you, they fucked it all up with what was it? It was Korra, right?
Legend of Korra, yeah.
Yeah.
I got to like episode 6 and I was like, dude,
Yeah,
no one's the same.
Yeah, my ex was like obsessed with that shit, so we were on that heavy. Heavy. Okay.
That's perfect, bro.
That's good. Thank you.
Thank you, Wi-Fi. Bro, we hella appreciate this one, man.
Anytime, bro. I'm gonna take my ass to sleep, bro. Fucking
Yeah,
tired,
right.
man. But y'all boys be easy, bro. Be safe, especially all this crazy ass riding and shit.
For real.
You
Same
too,
to you.
dude.
Careful out
bro.
there, man.
You already know, man. Y'all boys be easy.
All right, brother. Take care.
Yeah.